Hey, this is Cameron and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa. I have to admit something. I think that from my classical guitar studies, which maybe I should go ahead and introduce myself now, I am a classical guitarist here on YouTube. What does it mean to be a classical guitarist? It means that playing what you hear, I don't do that. I play what I see. And you guys have mentioned this before too. Maybe I'm not as diverse of a musician as I could be. Okay, I hear you. Music is experienced through hearing. It's not through sight. We're not making art here like we're painters. We're trying to play guitar, know what I'm saying? You know, I don't even know why I'd want to be able to play what I hear. All my practice goes into sight reading, firstly. But you know what? Maybe through this Barney Kessel video, we can see what it means to be an improvising jazz guitarist or something like that, if that's what we're interested in. I don't know. Hey, this guy's got a nice outfit. It's making me feel a little self-conscious. Hold on 1 second. Yep, it's gonna be one of these videos. I can already tell. Yeah, I just got off my shift at Tony's. I had to get a second job because the channel ain't going so great. Did I say second job? I meant third or fourth job. I don't know. I don't even know at this point. Hey, anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this Barney Kessel video, see what there is to learn about whatever it is he's teaching. How about that? First off, what are we hearing there? Do you think I can play that chord just based off of hearing it? Pretty close. I feel like that's close enough for me. That's classical close right there, which is if the bass note is right, then like, yeah, dude, you got it. All the other stuff on top of that, who cares? All right. You know, it makes me wonder what the function of this music is. Like, it almost makes me feel like I want to dance to it or something, which is something I'm very much not used to in my classical studies. Now, I'm used to my pieces being named after dances, like courant, jig, all that. Are you supposed to dance to them now? No. You're supposed to sit down and listen quietly and don't move. But do cough though. You're allowed to cough as much and as loud as you want.
Hello, I'm Barney Kessel, and welcome to my jazz guitar improvisational course.
Hello, my name is Fernandez. Welcome to my stupid YouTube channel.
Before we start, you should know that I expect you to have played at least 1 year, that you have had time to develop calluses on your fingers and strength in your hand, and that you have studied some basic music theory.
Wow. Okay, well, let's get into that. I expect you to know major and minor scales and 12 keys. That doesn't matter. As long as you have calluses on your fingers, which you can achieve through not even guitar playing. You can just take some sandpaper and just do that. As long as you have strength in your hand, maybe use some grip trainers or something, whatever. I feel like that's a really weird way of saying I expect you to know some stuff on the guitar. That is funny, measuring your guitar experience with like your calluses. You know who has the hardest calluses? Singer-songwriters who are holding down chords all day, you know? Are they the best guitarists though? No, that's why they're singer-songwriters.
And now before we begin, I'd like to give you an A440 pitch so that you can tune your guitar to mine, because we will be playing together during this course.
Okay, you need to be a degreed musician at this point. You need to know how to tune your instrument without a tuner. Well, I've flunked out of this one already. I can't do that. I'm a little flat. Close enough. Close enough.
And now we're ready to begin lesson number 1.
Look at that smile, too. I'm excited to get into lesson number 1. All right. I love how he does his own transition music. That's so great.
I'd like to discuss a very important thing, and that is how to develop the ability to play what you think. This is something that every great improviser has. If you can't play what you think, then you're reduced to playing formulas and licks and devices. And this is very mechanical and very plastic, and it has no energy, has no spontaneous feelings, no creativity.
This is such a call out to all the like top 10 blues licks that you can play on your guitar. We're getting the real deal right now, so I'm glad that I'm starting here.
2 steps involved. One is to develop the ability to play what you hear, and the second is be sure that what you hear is worth playing. Because just because you can play what you hear doesn't mean that it has any real musical value.
Wow, that's rough. Whatever's going on in your head, Make sure it's worth thinking about, too. That's a hard one. How do you know it's worth thinking about? I feel like we're gonna get into some really deep stuff here. This is exciting.
Think about striking a chord on the guitar without intellectualizing it, without naming the notes, without naming the name of the chord. Just play a chord and savor the harmonic sound of the chord, very much as though you were in a kitchen and you're smelling something that is just very delicious, and it smells great. It's just going to be a great meal, and you just take in this aroma and experience it without analyzing what it is. So you play a chord and you listen to it, you listen to the tonality, and let something in your mind, in your imagination, well up that is a statement, a musical line that you wish to hear in your mind that is somewhere between 6 to 9 notes in length. Try to make it something in your mind that you create that is not a scale and is not an arpeggio, but it is very much a melody. That is, it has a rise and a fall, as good melodies do, rather than just a scale or exercise or etude.
I don't know what to think of this so far. I'm just listening to him. I can't get a word in. I'm a little confused by his can't be a scale or arpeggio, because maybe my first thought... That felt like an arpeggio, though, so I don't know. Let's hear his.
We strike a chord after internalizing it or hearing it in our thoughts or in our mind. We then externalize it by either humming or singing or whistling it. And I give you all 3 choices because many people say, well, I can't sing, so then hum. Or I can't hum, then whistle.
Man, you can't sing, but you can whistle?
You externalize this thought you had. Now, when you've externalized it, you have stated this both within yourself and outside 2 times. And now you're ready to find it on the guitar.
I'm excited to hear his melody, because right now, I feel like I can do that. I don't know what is musically worth playing, though, when you say it like that. Too long. That was more than 9 notes.
I'm going to play a chord. I'm not thinking of what the chord is, the name of the chord, the notes in the chord.
I couldn't name that chord either. It's okay.
I'm going to externalize it by whistling it.
I don't know. That sounded a little bit like an arpeggio. I feel like we're in exercise territory there. I don't want to jump to judgments, though. Let's see. That was a minor 7 arpeggio, dude. So, okay, if I can do that... That's mine then, right? Or does it need to be rhythmically just one? Mine...
To do another one, I'm going to find one that's a little more challenging, a little more difficult to hear. I'm going to try to find it in a lower position. Now, sometimes you will notice I'm closing my eyes. When you close your eyes, you can hear much better. You can also hear your thoughts better. You can hear what's in your mind better when you close your eyes.
The reason for that is because you don't see the clowns trying to stab you in the face all the time when you close your eyes.
If you do not find every note right away, don't get discouraged. Don't go back to playing these licks. Don't go back to playing the formulas and these patterns that you see on the fingerboard.
I don't know. I guess I'm confused by that because those feel like patterns. Like they're very obviously like little licks, right? Is it so bad to learn those as licks? Because I feel like I've probably learned those as licks. I would really like to see how he expands on that because I feel like it's too short. Like these examples are too short to really show us like how that would develop musically. They're just little nuggets, which I feel like licks are little nuggets that you're supposed to develop. And I'm saying that as a classical musician. I have no idea. This is my first lesson. But I guess I'm really left wanting a lot more. Is there a part 2 on this? Oh, dude. There is.
Only way to get good at making up something is to make it up and keep making it up and not get discouraged. And if you make a little mistake, so what? You do it over again, and each time you'll get closer.
Oh, well, my teachers tell me to never make a mistake, so I don't know. They're very disappointed in me, aren't they?
It almost seems as though it's simultaneous, although it's just a very short time span between you thinking about it and being able to play it. I'm going to try to think of something, whistle it, and play it at the same time.
I feel like we're watching a sideshow right now. All right, let's watch the freak whistle and play guitar at the same time. Oh, now I'm lost. We need to take the Barney Kessel jazz whistling class next. Dang, dude, that was a good line, though, you gotta admit. Ooh, man. I feel like I'd want to learn that as a lick, just because it was so concise. Dude, I can't think of stuff like that. That took way longer than it should have to learn that. Dude, that's a nice lick. I know I'm not supposed to be learning licks, but like, dude, at a certain point...
That's
like, yeah, I feel like I can hear little melodies like that and play them, but they're not that good, though. You know, I feel like my melodies are lame compared to that. That was like a dope freaking melody. Listen to that again.
That's the idea. And when you get to that point, you will have really mastered the first step that's necessary in becoming a jazz improviser. Now, I'm going to play several chords for you, and I want you to listen to the chord, hear a melody, anywhere from 6 to 9 notes in length, in your mind, and then I want you to externalize it by whistling, singing, or humming it.
Oh man, I can't just start with playing guitar. You're really gonna make me do this?
And then finally find it on the guitar in a low position somewhere. Here's the second chord. And here is the third chord.
Oh my god. Dude, that was it? That was it? That was embarrassing, dude. I'm gonna stop embarrassing myself. I need to sit with that for a little bit. Jazz is scary. Like, having to sing, like, just anything in your head. What if you're thinking something bad? You know, that's the thing with being told what to do and sort of being, like, a servant. The instructions are clear, and if you just do what you're told, you can't mess anything up. But here, you're really letting people into what's going on in your brain, and I'm not sure if I want to really let people in there. Like, I don't even want to be in there most of the time, and now I just have to sing and hum for you? This is terrifying. Jazz is terrifying. There are 10 of these, so we're gonna be building on these as we go. I don't know. I'll think about that. All in all, that's a fun video, and I've been meaning to react to that one for a while. I didn't know that there were 10 installments of it, so that'll be pretty exciting. Yeah, we're gonna go through all those. So, you know, more Barney Kessel coming at you. Maybe by the end I'll be a jazz master, and then you guys can't hate me anymore, because, you know, the better I get, the less you can hate me. That being said, though, I think we can wrap this one up here. So, of course, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Hey, if you want to join my recital class, take a look at the Patreon. Maybe there are slots open, maybe there aren't, but if there aren't, just become a free member, and you should be notified when the new class comes out. I send a new tier every week. It's $11 to play in the recital class. I know this is a jazz video, but this is for classical musicians performing their classical repertoire. So no, you can't play 16 choruses straight of all of me. I will stop you after 2 choruses unless you're like really killing it. So maybe that's actually a little bit of a challenge. I don't know. We'll see. Of course, merch. Head on down over to Rootin's Delight for some merch. Honest merch. And yeah. Alright, well, I'll see you in the next one.